Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. Glad to have everybody join me tonight. I know it's a busy night in some folks' household. In our house, it's kind of a quiet night. That's where the country becomes a blessing, maybe. If you manage to get down my driveway, you deserve a pretty nice treat for that, but nobody managed to get down our driveway. So it's time to kind of do our weekly Q&A. It's ask any questions that you have in terms of saving money and grocery deals and I guess anything you want. You have my undivided attention for an hour. So whatever those questions may be. And then I always try to come with a topic too. So what I thought we would try for today is kind of a crash course in a sense of how to save on your groceries. So 6 ways. I really just made up the number and then thought, yeah, I can totally come up with 6. If anything, my problem is that I have way more than 6 on my little notes paper of where we want to go. There are so many ways to be saving on our groceries. Basics and possibly some more advanced that odds are there's something that you're not doing that you could be to, kick up the savings a little bit more, or for some people, you just need to get started. So if you've never heard our story, we have 5 kids. I started couponing when our older 2, who are twins, were 1. And we just desperately needed money. And honestly, I did not think that couponing and groceries was really going to save us enough money to make it worthwhile. I thought that it meant going to like 42 stores and buckling and unbuckling 2 one-year-olds 9 million times. I really thought I was going to lose my mind. But we needed to save some more money as much as we could. We needed a new roof for our house. We honestly didn't have any money whatsoever. So as we started to try to figure things out, I thought, you know what, we'll at least see where this goes. It was not an in thing at the time, but we'll go in, we'll see what we can get. But honestly, I thought Walmart was it. Walmart was buying in bulk and buying house brands, and what more was there to be saving? Obviously, that's not the case. You will not ever see me in Walmart. It's a pretty rare day for me to head there. What I ended up learning was that I want to buy national brand items in a grocery store on sale, and a lot of times the smallest size package. So it's kind of blowing all the normal myths of how to save money out the window. It's not bulk, it's not the big box store, and it's not house brands. So what we did was took our budget of about $500 a month in what we were spending on groceries, and we cut that to about $250 a month for groceries. And we've lived on that number for almost 10 years. That is the fun part. A lot of prices have changed in 10 years. It hasn't really affected us. The other thing that's changed is we had 2 kids 10 years ago, and we now have 5 kids. Though, honestly, I lost my mind tonight, and I fixed dinner for 6. So maybe we need to adopt another one. I have no clue. I think I'm just super crazy tired. I have 5 kids last time I checked. And that's a lot of mouths to feed, but our budget hasn't changed. So that's what I wanted to cover tonight is, just the basics. So kind of that's where I came up with the 6, but we'll probably hit more. 6 ways to cut your grocery budget, and this is kind of what we've done. So number 1 is to shop sales. Seems really basic. Yes, I buy what's on sale. No, you don't. Most people, when they go to the grocery store, they make a list of what they want to get at the grocery store, and the odds of what you want being on sale is really slim. You just made a list of everything that's not on sale in reality. So if you need it, that's need-based shopping, and we want to be sale-based shopping. So just to kind of give you that side of things, to truly shop the sales means that I change the way that I shop. I see that it's on sale today, and I buy enough of that item to last me until it's on sale again. So I'm not need-based shopping. I'm truly seeing the sale, and I'm buying enough of that sale to last me until it is back on sale again. So an example, Anyone in buy low land, you have one more day. I pray that you have done this deal 10 times, not just on this item, but if you have a buy low in your neck of the woods, this pasta sauce is completely free this week through tomorrow, completely free. It's been free for 10 days so far. So I go in, I get 4 jars of this. It's not even gonna cost me $10. And then after I check out, I'm gonna get one of these guys that's worth a $10 Visa gift card. So I paid maybe 6 and I got back 10. I don't care how many jars of pasta sauce you have in your pantry. Do you have enough to last you until it's back on sale again? Possibly not. Most of us aren't used to shopping that way. So we want to go in, we want to get enough of this to last us 6, maybe 8 weeks, which for most people, it's only like 2 or 3 jars. This isn't like 40 jars of pasta sauce, just enough to last you till it's back on sale. But that's our goal here. So take the really great deals when we spot them, buy enough of those great deals to last us until we see that it's on sale again. Meat and potatoes here in terms of the basics. So that's kind of step number 1, shop the sales. How do we spot the sales? That's one of the big questions that I get from folks. Realize that when I say that something's on sale, I want it to be at least 40% off. So if it's not hit the 40% mark, it's really not the sale that we're looking for. We want to wait until it goes lower. So if I walk in and they've got, yogurt 5 cents off today, that is not 40%. We want the 40% off mark. Some items we're even going to get higher. Some items we're going to see buy one, get one. Definitely, there's a ton of those in most of our grocery stores. But with the kind of some brands in there that we have to throw in don't always go buy one, get one. So that's where that 40% mark is going to go. You will never walk in and see Tide buy one, get one. So just kind of get used to that we're going to see a lot of things 50% or more, but 40% is our mark. So that's what a sale is. I see it's on sale and I buy enough of it. Now I mentioned 6 weeks. That's the other side of this equation. Every item in a grocery store goes on sale. So if you're gluten-free or only eat organic, every item in a grocery store goes on sale. So this is going to apply to the entire grocery store. When I see that it's on sale, I want to get enough of it to last me 6 weeks. And that's the other half. Grocery sales run on a cycle that is 6 weeks long. So when I see that it's on sale today, it will be back on sale in 6 more weeks. Now, some folks are saying that this isn't working on YouTube, but for the folks that are on Facebook and it's not working on YouTube, make sure that you are clicking through, like go to Southern Savers website. In that top post, there's a link to log in to the chat room because there are folks in the chat room that are chatting away. So it's definitely working for folks. My guess is that you're on kind of the YouTube side of things versus the Hangout side, which runs through YouTube. So it gets kind of confusing, but either way works. So for Crystal and the folks on Facebook, if you're not seeing it correctly, you can stay on Facebook and I can still see your chats and you can ask all the questions you want, but it is working if you want to pop over to the YouTube side and log in through the link on Southern Savers to get to the Hangout in the chat room. Okay, back on track. So we've got that it's on sale. The other side being that 6-week cycle. This is like clockwork, guys. You will open up your weekly ad and every 6 weeks, peanut butter is back on sale. It's not always your brand, but that's another big tip. So tip number 3 is don't have brand loyalty. Brand loyalties cost you money. If you're sitting there and you're like, yes, but I don't like Prego pasta sauce, this one is free. I don't care if you don't like Prego pasta sauce. It's free. This doesn't take a lot of thought. Eat the one that you get really crazy cheap, and next time maybe your favorite one will magically be a really great price. It doesn't matter. But every 6 weeks, we're gonna see pasta sauce on sale. Really, we're gonna see almost a brand every single week, it feels like. So sometimes it will be Prego is back on sale in 6 weeks, or Peter Pan peanut butter is back on sale in 6 weeks. So it's just gonna depend on how specific the product is that you love, and how many kind of deals that we see regularly on it. So an example of one that's very specific is Vitatop Vitamuffins. These are low-calorie, high-protein breakfasts. They're sold in the frozen section. They're delicious, especially if you're trying to lose weight. So Vitatop Vitamuffins, very specific product. There is no competing product for them, period. They will be on the 12-week cycle. And so that's the other little tidbit to tuck away. If I don't have, Prego and Classico and all the other pasta sauces to compete with each other, I don't see deals as often. So if you've got something that fits into a little tiny pocket, then look for it to have a longer sales cycle, but it's still never longer than 12 weeks, ever. So I don't need 42 boxes of Vitatop muffins either. I need enough for 12 weeks, which seems really far out, but hopefully you've got some freezer space or a way to make that happen. Or, better option, I don't eat them every day for breakfast and I switch up, but you get the idea. Most items are a 6-week cycle, with some exceptions being those really, really specific, no competition. This is the only product that is made in that particular category. It's gonna be on a 12-week cycle. There's one more exception, just so you don't think I've lied to you, but you really already know these. You are not gonna find holiday-specific items on sale every 6 weeks. You're not gonna walk in and find spiral cut ham on sale every 6 weeks. It comes on sale at Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. That's where the deals are for those items. And I wanna buy them when they're on sale and stock up on them when they're on sale, but it's gonna be a stretch before they pop back on sale again. So you already knew that one, but just so we've kind of laid it all out there. Every 6 weeks for very common, everything that we're all gonna use. 12 weeks for very rare, really is the best way to put it, types of items, and then holiday-specific items being in their own personal bubble. Why do I say this again? Because we're buying it when it's on sale, which is every 6 weeks or 12, and then we're stocking up until that sale comes back around. If you do that part and you never use a coupon, you will save an easy 50% off without even touching a coupon, because you took the regular price and you only bought it when it was half price, when it was a crazy good price. That's gonna save you a ton of money. So that's all you did, good job. But to be able to do that still means that you change the way that you shop. So before we move on to tips number 4, 5, and 6, I have to change the way that I shop, meaning I don't have things I need. Because if I'm gonna walk in today and think, you know what, I really wanna make this for dinner, but I don't have capers or I don't have whatever it might be, I'm gonna pay top dollar for that item. So confession, today is obviously Halloween for a lot of you. We don't actually celebrate Halloween, we celebrate Reformation Day. So happy Reformation Day. And we decided on a whim, having to go into Bilo this morning to get the preview ad that we always type up, decided on a whim that we would cook German dinner, which we don't ever do. So decided that I would make Brussels sprouts, because I couldn't come up with what in the world a German vegetable would be. This probably isn't one, but it was as close as we could get. They're not on sale at all, ever. So we're gonna grab that. It's top dollar. Not only is it not on sale because it's not in season, but it's also not on sale because I need it. And that's how it's gonna work. Whenever you decide to randomly do something spur of the moment, the odds of it being on sale, it's not gonna happen. So I want to shop strictly based on sales and stock up when I see them. This is gonna take you to be able to change to that method about 6 weeks, so that I go in today, pick one grocery store, which someone asked me in the comments. So in terms of, all the let's see, where was it? How do I pick which grocery store to shop at? And how many do you shop at? So pick one grocery store. All the grocery stores have the exact same sales, really, if you watch them. We're going to see General Mills cereal on sale at Publix. We're going to see General Mills cereal on sale at Winn-Dixie. They may not be the same week, but it's going to happen. So pick one grocery store, go in this week, get 6 weeks worth of whatever you will use that is on sale. Next week, go in, get 6 weeks worth of what you will use that is on sale. Each week, you still have to have things. So that 1 week of just what I can't make it through, it's not on sale, but I can't make it until it's on sale again. I'm gonna grab 1 week worth of my have to have section. 6 weeks worth of what's on sale, whether you need it or not. If it's on sale today, it is not gonna be back on sale for at least 6 weeks. So if you've already got one box in the pantry, all my random things around me, I've got a box of pancake mix. My family of 7 could eat this in 1 day of pancakes. I need at least another box to get us through 6 weeks, because we're probably gonna have pancakes at least twice in a 6-week period. It's a very easy, simple dinner. That means if I've got one box already that I'm not stocked, I see that it's on sale, I need to get another one, if not 2 more, to last us until the sale comes back through. So just so you kind of understand, this is also gonna differ for every household. I'm a household of 7. You may eat 1 box of pancake mix a year, that's fine. Buy what you need for the year, in a sense, with that one sale. I'm not saying that you need to go crazy here. You're gonna go for your household, the things that you will use. Buy 1 week worth of what you have to have, 6 weeks worth of what's on sale, and you keep that going. 6 weeks from now, you own the grocery store. The whole store lives in your house. So I don't have to have anything unless you randomly decide to have German food for dinner. But normally, I don't have to have anything. I am going to just go to my pantry, decide what we want to eat, and it's all there. So I put a little star kind of next to tip number 4. Some people do this, and I don't. So that's why my star is there, just to mention it. It is a way to save on your groceries, and that's menu planning. Personally, it doesn't work for our family, because when I finish work and I come over and I'm gonna start to cook dinner, I may not want what I had planned, and it drives me crazy to have kind of come up with this menu plan, and we end up nixing day after day after day. So you could do this a couple different ways. What we really do, we don't menu plan, but we really have probably about 8 to 10 meals that we just rotate through. It's the same, type of favorites that we all tend to go to in our house. So you look at your meals that you tend to cook a lot of, and I just make sure we stay stocked on those items. So I haven't planned out Monday we're gonna eat this and Tuesday that. It's more, I just make sure my pantry could handle all of our normal meals, and I consider that like menu planning. If you want to menu plan, go for it. I would just encourage you to give yourself some sort of wiggle room, because for us, it ended up just being kind of depressing that we never ended up eating the meals that were planned out for us. But it can save you money. So menu planning means I'm not gonna have a moment where I decide on Monday morning to cook German food on Monday night and have to grab something in the store. It makes for a good example since we did it today, but you get the idea. We're gonna have everything already because we planned it out, we bought it in the store, and then we're set for the week or for 2 weeks, however long you plan to do it. I know some folks that menu plan for a month, and the idea of that scares me. I would be off schedule by day 3, easy, and the month would just be shot. So if that's you, that's awesome. It is a way to save money, especially in your first 6 weeks while you're stocking up on the sales and you're trying to stick only to sales. Menu planning is a really great way to be able to do that. Look at the weekly ads and see what meals can I cook from what's on sale so that I need even less and I can stick more and more to the sales. So we've got the basics down. I briefly mentioned brand loyalties, so to jump back to that one too, in terms of brand loyalties, the least loyalties that you have, the more money you can save. So if you love Tide, this is my favorite example for workshops too. But Tide detergent never goes buy one, get one. We do have coupons for it, but it also just never hits the sale of other brands. So if you're off looking for deals on Tide and that's all you're looking for, it's like you have blinders on, you're missing out on deals on All and Gain and Purex and all these other brands. And yes, maybe your Tide is amazing laundry detergent, but is it worth paying $3 for the tiny bottle of Tide when I can get the same size bottle of All for $1 or Purex? You know, these are the things that you have to consider. Is it worth paying more for? So watch that with brand loyalties, because the more brand loyalties that you have, the more that they're costing you money. You're choosing to pay a lot more out of pocket because you love a product, when really I could be getting a very similar item for a lot less money. So back to this one, you know, you may not love Prego, but it's free, so get it. You know, it's not a hard decision there. Okay, I'm gonna pause there and make sure that we are all caught up on questions. So Shanna on the Google Hangout side is mentioning, and this is a definite one, even for folks that are like me and we didn't have anybody that even comes to our house to trick or treat, tomorrow is your day to get some really, really great deals for Christmas stockings and candy. So look for those. When I was in Bilo this morning, they were already marking down all the holiday stuff. So all the stores have kind of already started, but tomorrow in massive quantity. I actually thought it was funny. They had cleared the entire candy aisle and we're starting to restock the candy aisle with Christmas themed bags, but all those Halloween themed bags have to be sold. So I don't really care. The actual candies themselves don't look Halloweenish. They can go in a stocking with any other candy. Also think about Operation Christmas Child boxes. We can't send chocolates or anything that will melt, but if you've got any sweet tarts or non-melting candy, it's a great time to grab them, because we're about to start to pack Operation Christmas Child boxes, if you haven't already, just in the next couple of weeks. So really great sales all over town tomorrow on candy and some costumes and dress up, which is how we're going to use it in the end. So I'm going to jump through and make sure I haven't missed questions Facebook wise. Michelle's asking my favorite printer for coupons. It is the Brother printer. Brother makes a laser printer. It's 2320 or the 2360, either one. The 60 is the wireless version. The 20 is the non-wireless. And they did just release that the wireless version is now compatible with AirPrint. So you can print from your phone, which is very exciting, and compatible with Macs. So I'm actually really tempted to jump in and grab one, because the wireless printer that's sitting next to me in our dining room, yes, I have a printer in my dining room, it is not compatible with Macs, the old version. So fun that the new version is now. So Brother 2320 or 2360, 70, they have all sorts of different numbers, but all of those are great. So Carly's got a question that's not grocery store related, but when and where is the best place to get deals on perfume and cologne? So Carly, we're gonna see a lot of deals as we get closer to Christmas. It's usually considered a big Christmas gift item. And honestly, I would look in the drugstores. As long as the type that you're wanting is sold there, you'll be surprised how many perfumes and colognes drugstores do sell. They're all gonna run rewards back on them. We're gonna see coupons for some as well that come out, but most of those deals are gonna be between the end of Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's usually a December type of deal, and then we see them again around Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. But that's it. We don't see them on a regular basis in the drugstores besides gift giving times. Let's see, making sure we got it all. So Samantha, I think I answered that question earlier, but in case you didn't hear it, should we be going to multiple stores each week? No, every item will be on sale at your grocery store. So pick one, and honestly, think about the grocery store that you're picking here, because that's gonna be a big factor as to whether or not you save money. Are you picking a store that has a ton of buy one, get ones or extra promotions? Do they double coupons? Do they take competitor coupons? These are all things we wanna think about before kind of diving in and just deciding you're gonna be gung-ho loyal to Food Lion just to realize that Food Lion doesn't ever run any amazing promotions. They might even be worse than Walmart, in my honest opinion. And I know that there are some very loyal Food Lion folks, but if I'm comparing two grocery stores and Publix has 40 plus buy one get ones every single week and Food Lion has 4, that's not really a hard decision. So look at all the factors of the grocery stores that you have around you and then pick one. And there probably is a better one. Folks always ask me which are my favorites. So if I were to rank them, to me, Bilo and Harris Teeter kind of come in neck and neck. Bilo in most areas doubles 60 cents or less every day of the week, no limit on those. So if I come in with 30 coupons, they're gonna double if they're all the right values, 60 cents or less. Harris Teeter doubles 99 cents or less every day of the week, a limit of 20. They'll still take more coupons, but only the first 20 that are 99 cents or less will double. Both stores have massive numbers of buy one get ones. They run other promotions. They print these little Catalina coupons at the register. You know, those are all extra ways to save. So Bilo, Harris Teeter, neck and neck. Publix after that. Kroger after that. Lowe's Foods is probably right there with Kroger. Winn-Dixie, and then we keep on going on down the list. So Food Lion, Food City, all of those get pretty low with no buy one get ones, no real, let's see, I've lost my train of thought. No buy one get ones, no doubling, not a ton of promotions, kind of all of that. So just to kind of give you that idea. And for folks on Google Hangouts, I know a couple of folks are saying that it's just not working so well. And that's funny to me because I'm not seeing any issues, but folks on Facebook aren't having issues at all. So if you want to pop over to the Facebook side of things, if you're giving up on the Google Hangout, just not working so well, I don't know what's up, but it hasn't given me any issues on having broadcast or not having enough bandwidth or anything like that. So hopefully y'all can see okay. Let's keep going. Let's see. Okay, Kelly is saying you did the Prego deal. So the big thing with this Bilo deal, if you haven't already gone in and gotten these little printouts, you will only get 1 of these per transaction. For every 4 items that you buy, 1 of these. So if I buy 8 in the same transaction, I'll still only get 1. So you have to break them up into multiple transactions. I've honestly been going to the self-checkout so that I can buy 4, put them in a bag, put them in my buggy, buy 4 more. Each time you finish up, a new one of these guys prints. So, but only 4 per transaction. If you still have your receipt, Kelly, what I would do is go back in and see if you could return 4 of those items and then buy them right back immediately after, and a new one will print. But that's where it happened, or what happened probably. So how do I know what coupons to print? Because I find myself throwing away coupons that weren't used and were expired. Jay, what I would recommend is following kind of 3 different guidelines or rules. And I leave most of them there. I do not print them until I'm about to go to the grocery store and they show up on my shopping list. But 3 rules that I do follow. A produce coupon, so if you have a coupon for frozen green giant vegetables, bird's eye, any of those, I'm gonna print it when I see it. They always go on sale, plus it's produce. High value coupons. So I see a coupon for $2 off of Tide or other products that I know we're gonna use, but I also know, wow, that's a really great coupon. I'm going to see a sale for it. I would go ahead and print those. And then the third rule is a product that you would always purchase. I don't have a ton of those that I really feel like the coupon's gonna go away super fast, but we have some. So in our house, my kids love Pop-Tarts. If I see a Pop-Tart coupon, I will print it the minute I see it because I know I'm gonna use it. I'm always buying those items. Anything else, I would focus on leaving it there and just grabbing it right before you go to the store, and don't panic. You know, if it's gone, but most of them aren't going to be. The Pillsbury coupon, it will be there when you die. It's not going to go anywhere today. So, you know, don't panic on those printable coupons. Leave them there. Print your shopping list. And if you're new and this is the first time you've ever tuned in, this is where southernsavers.com comes in to help. Head there, print your shopping list, it's going to tell you all the coupons that are out. So print the coupon right then and then go to the store. And for me, Jay, they don't even get into a coupon binder because I'm just going to sit there and paper clip them or put them in a Ziploc bag and use them immediately. That's the best kind of return versus printing them and forgetting that you printed them. They sit somewhere and they expire. So just those three things. Okay. So what do I suggest on items like sugar and flour and things of that nature? So Samantha, all of our kind of staple items still follow a sales cycle. Some of the things that you mentioned, though, tend to go into a baked goods sales cycle. So sugar is on sale every 6 weeks. We're going to see really good deals on sugar all throughout the year. Flour, however, follows baking goods, which actually we may not want it to be there, but baking goods are actually put into holiday buckets. So like I mentioned earlier, we see things on sale every 6 weeks unless it's a holiday specific item. And holiday items end up being more, we get Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We get another little baking bubble around July 4th. So I want to grab flour, baking powder, baking soda, all those items during those baking holidays. And they're starting to come up. As soon as November hits, you're going to open up your ads, it's already there really, and start to see pecans and walnuts and other baking items popping up in your list where we haven't seen them for months. So grabbing them when we see them and then stocking up on them, getting enough of them if you can to last you until the next baked goods sale comes through. So Jay asked specifically Whole Foods, and Rob kind of answered your question, Jay, but that Whole Foods app is a huge way to save for Whole Foods. Anyone that's wanting to do that, they had a coupon last week for $5 off of meat, $5 off of produce with a $20 purchase, but still you can do that pretty quick in Whole Foods. Use those Whole Foods store coupons. A few other ways to save specifically at Whole Foods, Jay, you can actually get a discount for buying the case size of items, which isn't usually a lot. It's 2 or 3, and you'll see it on the little tag, how many are considered in a case. If you do that, you can get 10% off just for buying in bulk in their minds. Remember, you can still use a coupon on each one of them, but it's an extra way to save just a tad bit more. Another one for Whole Foods is always watching for their Friday deal. It varies as to what that is, but there's some crazy good deals on Friday only while supplies last. Like we've seen $1 a pound organic blueberries and various others. So keeping an eye on those and maybe even making Friday the day that you make a trip to Whole Foods just to take advantage of those when they're around. So Samantha asks about newspaper coupons. I don't get them. I just use printables. Is that a mistake? What I would recommend, Samantha, if you've ever used the shopping list on Southern Savers, you can actually click a button on the shopping list to hide insert coupons, and then you can unclick it to bring them back. And do that. Give yourself an idea of how many newspaper coupons are disappearing from my shopping list. For me, we just did a huge Publix trip about a week and a half ago. And in all the coupons that we gathered, only 5 of them were from the newspaper. And I had more of each one of them, obviously. So I had 5 coupons, but 4 of each one of those 5. So it's still a lot, but 5. Everything else was printables or store coupons. So did I have to have the newspaper for those 5 items? Not necessarily. I did save back the value of a paper using them, but at the same time, I still had to pay for those newspaper coupons. So use that little button on your shopping list, hide the insert coupons, and then bring them back and hide them if you missed it again, and see how many are disappearing so you can have an idea. Is it really worth me grabbing an insert? Or maybe it might come down to I don't get one every single Sunday, but I wait for when I see the Procter & Gamble insert come out, or weekends like that. So we just saw 3 inserts this past Sunday. That's a great time to grab the paper when we've got a bulk of inserts. And that is kind of, to feed off of yours. The coupon side of things is definitely, tip number 5. And honestly, in the holiday season, we see so many food coupons that this is a great time to grab those. Come spring, it's all going to be cleaning and household coupons. And you're going to think, where are the food coupons? They already came out. The food coupons came out in November and December when they were hoping that people were going to be buying a lot of food for a number of folks. So just so you kind of don't give up on them yet, this is a great time of the year to be grabbing those insert coupons or printables. On the note of printables too, before we move off of coupons, anything that is on coupons.com, which you can print directly from Southern Savers, there's a ton that end tonight. It's the end of the month. A ton end tonight. And then tomorrow morning when you wake up, there's going to be probably 100+ new offers that are out. And we already saw about 40 new offers out today. But that's the fun part of the end of the month and then the beginning of next month. So we are going to see a lot more new printables. A lot of them are food. And then you're going to have a lot more in your newspapers for a few more weeks. So it's kind of a long answer, Samantha, but I don't know that I would give up on the inserts quite yet. So what about a great time, or where can we purchase discounted iPads, iPad minis, and where's a great place to look for something? So Janet, we're going to see very good deals on tablets all the way through the holiday season. There's a great deal on Samsung tablets today if you're not wanting iOS but wanting to go Android. They have the new Samsung tablet for $249 on Amazon or on Best Buy's site. If you're wanting to go iOS, I would be watching for Target, who's going to run a lot of gift card promotions around them with the holidays coming up, or I would be watching on Amazon for them to match that. Best Buy will also run some, but those are the three main ones. And Target tends to win. So they've had the iPad mini as low as $199 with a $50 gift card back. So $149 for an iPad mini, which is a great price. They go crazy fast when they run that. So Target's #1, Amazon and Best Buy. And don't forget that they all price match each other. Amazon, not necessarily, but Target will price match Amazon. Best Buy will price match Amazon. Best Buy will price match Target. You get the idea. So wherever I see that great deal, if it sells out, just try to get it somewhere else. And you probably can just using the price match. Alabama newspapers are going to start to be printed in Atlanta. So Chris, that actually won't affect your coupons very much because the coupons actually aren't printed by your local paper. They're delivered. They're printed at a major printing warehouse somewhere, and they come in shipments to your local paper. So it won't affect the actual coupons that you get. It would be great if you could start to get Atlanta coupons because of it. But they're going to be still the same. They're just changing out where the printing goes from or comes from. Okay. Natalie's mentioning a great deal at Target. Yes, Target has board games, a lot of board games on sale, buy 2, get 1 free. Plus, if you shop online right now, they have a 20% off coupon code for kids' games and toys. So pair those two together and you can get board games as low as like $5.60 for Apples to Apples and Jenga and some of just the big games that your kids are gonna love, but $5 for board games, it's a really great price. And I can only use that coupon code online. So it's buy 2, get 1 free and 20% off. And it does make for some really, really good prices. So let's talk digital coupons. That's actually the next question. Carolyn asks, what about digital coupons? So we've talked about the inserts and the printables, but honestly, to save even more, don't forget about mobile apps. We have a lot of mobile apps that are out. They're all free to use, and most of them work at a ton of different stores. So we're talking Ibotta, Checkout 51, Saving Star. These are all in the matchups on Southern Savers. So if you're using the Publix list or even the Walmart or Target list, they're going to show up in your shopping list. You buy the items in the store, you come home and take a picture of your crazy long receipt, and you submit that through their app, and you get the money back. They're like rebates, but I didn't have to mail them in. I just had to take a picture of a receipt. Takes a couple of minutes compared to the time that a mail-in rebate would have taken you. And then you have the money back in your Ibotta account. They just give it to you in like a little tiny account in their system. When I have enough saved up, I can get it out. So a $20 saved up for most of them, I can get it back in a direct deposit through Saving Star to my bank or a gift card or PayPal. They all do different things, but lots of ways to turn that money back around and have it right back. So we do PayPal for most of them. Saving Star is direct deposit through the bank is the option that we take, but gift cards are available through most of them too if you want to go that route. And for most of these apps, it's icing on the cake. I've already used a coupon in the store. I already grabbed the sale in the store. I stocked up on the sale in the store. I can still come home and submit those mobile apps for extra savings. So that's a really fun reason to be using them because it's just adding on to the savings that you already hit and no reason to not be using them at all. So Jeanette says, I have problems printing from my phone. It used to be fine, but it just stopped printing for no reason. And I think that it's coupons.com. Jeanette, I know they're about to transfer their platform entirely from a download system to a phone verification system. So it could be a coupons.com platform just issue in that. Another thing that you could do is try to check your printer settings, maybe uninstall the printer from your phone and reinstall it. Also checking, I know for some folks, just unplugging the printer and plugging it back in so that it kicks back in on the wireless, because that's the big part, is that we have to be on the same wireless system to be able to print wirelessly to your printer. But getting the printer to reset on the wireless too could also help see if any of those things work. Okay. I think we're mostly caught up. What are my thoughts on the new Kroger and its sister companies' Raincheck policies? I've noticed that they don't have expiration dates now. Actually, Erin, that is new to me. The last time I went to a Kroger, they had 14-day expiration dates. And I know Harris Teeter, who Kroger just bought, used to have no expiration dates, and now they do. But if Kroger's gone to no expiration dates, that would be pretty wonderful. The idea of a rain check that never expires, this becomes a huge way to save on produce. When you think about, they have corn on sale for 25 cents an ear and they don't have any more, get a rain check. Because then long after corn is no longer in season, you have it at 25 cents an ear when they're trying to sell it for 60 or 75 cents an ear. It's a great way to save on fresh produce. So anytime it pops in the ad and they're out of it, I would take full advantage of a non-expiring rain check to do that. Other places that it can be fun is if they're gonna run kind of promotions and events. So maybe you get a rain check for Huggies diapers being on sale for $8 a pack, and then they run Huggies Catalina promotions behind them, buy $25 worth of Huggies and get an extra coupon back. Anytime I compare those together, I would. So if that's happened in your area with a non-expiring rain check, then just start to think about how can I save these up to hold on to them and make the deals even better. So Rachel, thanks for retyping them in. I know so many folks hopped off of the Hangout that I just kind of started to stick with the everything over here. So I'm new to Publix and wondering how to redeem a rain check. I was given the Snack Share Save rain check, and I still have the $5 off 2 participating brands coupon. So how do I use them? So if you have the rain check, you're just gonna use them right at checkout. And what I would do, because that promo had a number of participating items in it, just make sure they're all put together. And I even put the rain check on top of them on the conveyor belt so that the cashier sees that they're together. And you can even say, like, these are all part of this rain check. If your rain check is for one particular item, then you need to make sure that that's all that you're buying. But that's how you're gonna do it. Just super simple, right at the register. They're gonna key it in and kind of the problem is solved for you. It's not gonna be tricky at all. Let's see. Y'all are keeping me hopping. How do I find out which products will create a Catalina coupon? Is there any place and website I can visit to find out? So you can go hunting. I actually try to keep a running list, and at the very bottom of Southern Savers, if you go all the way to the footer, and obviously this is on the desktop site and not the mobile site, but in the footer of the site, there are a bunch of links, and one of those is National Catalina Deals. And I need to add it to my calendar because I don't always go in to update them. But it is a long list of everything that's still running. It looks like a number of them actually in yesterday. So I'll add it to my to-do list tomorrow to update again. In the store, you're looking for something that is below the tag. So it'll say, buy 2 of these and get $5 back. And it'll be right on the tag itself. But a lot of times they're still gonna print and you didn't know about it, especially if you're in stores like Bilo and whatnot that don't normally advertise them. Kroger does a really great job of advertising them, but Googling for it too, just Catalina Deals, Catalina Deal List, You'll find a number of places, but we do have the link, and just for you, I will make sure it is updated tomorrow with all of the new offers that we can find, and hopefully that can be a good spot for you to start on too. So can I remind, so Shanna, how to check on the website to see if an insert has expired? So if you go to Southern Savers and you click on the coupon database on Southern Savers, and then once the database loads, type in the name of the insert and the date. So SS being a smart source, or RP being a red plum. So the name of an insert and the date. So I'm gonna go back a ways. We're gonna go for SS87 to just see what comes up, and absolutely nothing pops up with an SS87. If it does, oh, sorry, 807. So SS807. I always forget whether or not we need the 0. So always a 2-digit day. 1-digit month is fine, but a 2-digit day. I type in SS807, and the database returns and tells me that there are 10 coupons that are still in that insert that are good. Of those 10 that are still good, 7 of them expire this week. So 3 are about to be good. That's all that's left in the insert. That's a 3-month-old insert. Most inserts aren't good anymore after 3 months. Most of them, the entire thing in them has expired. But use the database to tell you. So again, I searched SS807. That's going to tell me what's good. If nothing returns, then the entire insert has expired. That's kind of the fast way. So RP807 or RP, the next Sunday would be 814. So always a 1-digit month, 2-digit day. Do all coupon items go on sale usually? Yes, Carolyn, we're gonna see most things go on sale every 6 weeks, like clockwork is how it's gonna feel. Let's see. Do I know when the next good deal on printers is gonna be? Always on Black Friday, if you can hold out that long, Jessica. It's less than a month away now. We see some really great deals then. We will possibly see them on sale before Black Friday, but we just saw them on sale about a week ago, and it's usually once a month. So I would look for those to be really that week. Last Black Friday, that Brother printer that I absolutely love was 49 bucks, which is a super great price. And we have only seen it that low, like probably twice this year. So I really would try to hold off if you can, especially for that specific Brother printer. What's the best day of the week to shop for great deals? It really doesn't matter. It's up to you. I like to push my shopping into the next week if I can, just because I have more coupons. So shopping today means I have all of yesterday's coupons to pair in with the deals that have been running for the last week and a half. The other reason to shop on Monday for some folks, it's not senior day, and it also tends to be the day that my store gets a midweek truck. So it's completely restocked, as if I had shopped on the first day of the ad. So Food Lion is, why is the Food Lion weekly sale, why do you not do Food Lion weekly sale under the store tab? So Sue, if you look on the site, you'll see Food Lion under grocery stores, and their entire weekly ad should be there every time on the main site. So yeah. It's live. We cover Food Lion every single week. So just look on Food Lion off of Southern Savers. It's also southernsavers.com/food-lion, and you would get there too. Let's see. So a lot of the ones that are ending tonight, are they on food items? Hold on just a second, and I can tell you what is going away, Sarah. I don't know. A lot of times the ones that are ending are General Mills. That's a lot of what's going to start tomorrow is a ton of new General Mills. So if you see anything cereal-wise or Old El Paso, Betty Crocker, all of those things are General Mills brands. Yes, they won't be there tomorrow, or they would be reset. But I can skim through the list. Just don't tell them that I'm doing that. So to look at the specific list, what's going away? General Mills, Big G cereals, Nature Valley, Pillsbury's, $1 off 3 refrigerated baked goods, which is buy one, get one this week. So if you did want the Pillsbury roll, another one's coming tomorrow. But because another one's coming tomorrow, it does mean that you can print tomorrow's as well as tonight's if you wanted more. Annie's organic yogurt is going away. Cascadian Farms, and then a number of Procter & Gamble's, $2 off of Love's, both of the Tide offers that are out there, Butoni, Kashi. So hopefully that helps. It's a number of coupons, though, that are all ending tonight. So head over to Southern Savers. You can print coupons.com directly from there if you want, and go to town. And then tomorrow, if they came back in, you could actually print them again, but you're going to see different offers pop in tomorrow. Okay. Is there an AirPrint printer that works with hotspot Wi-Fi on my phone in addition to normal Wi-Fi? Once you set up the wireless, Kelly, as long as that wireless code and your password doesn't change, it should be able to connect to it without a problem. It's not something that I've done a ton of, but I don't see it being an issue versus it being the Wi-Fi over the house, as long as it's going in wirelessly. Now, if it's one where I have to plug in a cord to the back of the printer to make it wireless, obviously you can't do that through the hotspot, but it should pick up any wireless that's available to it. Okay, so Aaron says, I recently contacted the Simply Orange company asking why there are never any coupons, and was told that they don't do coupons. Have you ever heard of a company doing this? Yes. There are some companies that do not view coupons as being part of their marketing promotions. They more see them as either they don't understand them or they had never gotten into them in the past. And just to kind of explain how coupons work, the new barcode on coupons, which is double layer and pretty intensive, actually opened the door for a lot of smaller brands to be able to make coupons. And before that, you couldn't. Before that, the barcode was kind of maxed out on brands. It didn't have that many digits. Brands were assigned a key starting number, and you had to lump in with another brand to be able to put out a promotion. So most tiny brands didn't do coupons. Now that the data bar is out, tiny brands can jump in wherever they want in coupon land, but they don't necessarily know how to start. So that could be some of it as well. We do still see Simply Juices put out coupons. We haven't seen a Simply Orange juice in a while. I'm guessing that's what you're referring to. But what I would think is maybe they've just decided for right now that that's not where they want to go with their marketing. And that's sad because it would be great if they did. Okay. It seems that Target did something to make every coupon beep. I could kind of see that. It does feel that way sometimes, Matt. And sometimes it's just the printer. So making sure that your printer is good on ink and is working so that it's going to scan right if that's the issue. But I agree. We've even seen some coupons beeping that are from the newspaper. So I can never use a Dixie Crystals sugar coupon without it beeping. Just period. It's not happy. So it could be that these poor brands are just a little mixed up on how to make coupons too. So what are my favorite mobile rebate apps? Ibotta, Saving Star, and Checkout 51 are the three that I use the most. Saving Star and Checkout 51 are probably number 1 and number 2 for me, with Ibotta being number 3. Ibotta has great offers, but they don't always change them very often. So you get kind of tired of the offers that are there, where Checkout 51 and Saving Star, they're changing every few weeks with new offers. And Saving Star, I love their one or many offers, where you buy $30 worth of participating items and you get a $5 rebate back. Those are really good promotions, and they pair in really great with sales. Like last week, Angel Soft. It made Angel Soft toilet paper $2 a pack at CVS, thanks to a Saving Star offer and additional coupons that we had in the sales. So those are my 3 favorites, with Saving Star, Checkout 51 being number 1 and number 2, and Ibotta being number 3. So lately, the sales on the list off of the app in Publix, half of the sales are not marked on the shelf, and none of the email coupons have been coming off. So Jessica, with Publix, don't forget that the sales that are listed, there's a few things. So we always have a preview up. So today, a list went up that doesn't even start till Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you live. But there is always an unadvertised deals list. And an unadvertised deals list for any store is what I found in my store when I walked through. And most of them all have sale tags up and should. So you can always ask the cashier to check the price for you before you buy it. but they can vary. So if it was a clearance deal, especially, those can be very different from store to store. I go ahead and list them, but that is why I put the clearance deals in their own little section, just so that hopefully you can find it, but it may or may not be on sale in your store. The other sale items, hopefully, even if it's not marked, if you get the cashier to check the price, that they'll ring up just fine. And then always make sure you're shopping the right ad and not the preview ad that doesn't start until Wednesday or Thursday. And I know that that seems simple, but I can't count the number of people who've emailed me very upset that nothing was on sale just to find out that they were not actually shopping the right ad. So Pammy has a question. How does Rite Aid's Raincheck work? Is their Raincheck policy similar to CVS? Yes. So Rite Aid has an almost identical Raincheck policy to CVS. It won't expire. It will still print the plenty points that should have printed today whenever you buy it, which is exactly what CVS's policy is for their extra care bucks. The hard part is that the cashiers don't always know how to use it in Rite Aid, so just kind of be ready for that one. Be ready to kind of stand up and say, like, oh no, I know I can get this. But it is part of their policy. So if you need to print out their policy, it's on their website that they do that they offer those Rainchecks. And go ahead and get it, and don't be afraid to get it. But you will still get the deal after today. It will still print the rewards. Do not waste your time getting a Raincheck in Walgreens, though. So just Rite Aid and CVS for being really, really good. How long do you have to use an Ibotta coupon after you make the purchase? So Carolyn, usually it's a week. There are some offers, though, that are going to expire. So I would recommend that you just get in the habit of buying and coming home and submitting your receipt, because you would really hate to buy something, know that there was a rebate for it, and then get around to doing it 2 or 3 days later, but the rebate is gone. And we saw that even just a few weeks ago. There were some crazy good Ibotta deals that made for free dry spray deodorants. Those coupons were gone the next day. So waiting any little bit, you would have missed all of those deals. But technically a week. Smucker's recently sent me free items coupons. I didn't ask, I just commented on a new product, and it made for free peanut butter and hot fudge. That's awesome. So yeah, anytime that we can kind of have a communication with a brand, that's usually the only way that the brand responds. Unlike poor Erin, who tried to get orange juice coupons, most of them, Erin, respond with coupons. So if you were to write and say, I love your product, I would love to see coupons on it, they respond. Or I hate your product, or your pancakes were really gritty, whatever. I'm not saying you need to make stuff up, but they usually always respond with coupons for almost every single brand. So can I share any great deals going on this week? Wanda, there are a number, and a lot of them are going on in retail mode as it's officially, I guess, fourth quarter in retail world, but we've got a lot of folks viewing the beginning of November as being big holiday time. So this is a big season for photo deals. We've got free photo books, free photo boards, free canvases, all of those things are out. What I would recommend for anyone that's thinking photo gifts, go ahead and put a little folder on the desktop of your computer and just start shoving any good photos into that folder. So when these deals pop up, you're ready. I have a folder of all of my favorite pictures, and I can very easily take advantage of free prints at Walgreens and free enlargements or whatever may come up. A lot of times these deals are only good for a day or two. So do that. Set aside that folder,